What up, guys? Oh no. Okay, I dropped this pillow and it almost knocked over that cup of coffee, so that would have been, I need to cut the tags off this shit, it's annoying. That would have been annoying. I know, it's not fucking Halloween yet, I know, it's not fall yet, but I was taking out all of my stuff so that way I knew what I had, and then I needed to wash like all of the other things, like all of my blankets and things like that. This one's actually new, I just got this last weekend and I love it. But anyway, okay, this lighting, way better than my last video last week outside. Tough, but like that's what you get for outside lighting, you know what I mean? Like, what else can you fucking do? Obviously super excited for fall. That's a given. But I didn't post yesterday, not because I forgot, because I didn't. Like, I knew it was Sunday. I knew, like, sometimes I do forget, like, genuinely. Sometimes I'm like, holy shit, it's Monday. Like, sometimes on Mondays I'm like, oh, it's fucking Wednesday. And then someone's like, no. So it's fine. Totally fine. I was just like, and I'm still not okay today, but that's like my own thing. We're working on it, but I really am excited to talk about this, and we're gonna like talk about work and corporate fucking shit, corporate jobs, typical 9 to 5 shit, and why I got rid of my last job, not just because I cried in the car every fucking day, but the actual details of what the fuck and the shock that I had going from a transitional company to a complete traditional company, and now to a, I'm gonna call it new corporate, because it's still 9 to 5, still corporate, but we're gonna talk all about it, and I'm fucking excited. So, let's go. It was also really weird last week that I didn't have a coffee or a cup in my hand. I don't know why I thought that that was so strange, but it's like, when we're hanging out like this, it's like, this is like coffee chats, like this is just like kind of what it is, kind of what it's been. And I was gonna do my makeup, but like fuck it, I don't really care enough right now, and it's early, and like I can feel a breakdown happening, so we're not gonna do makeup today. Not feeling it. But let's talk about it. Like, so with work, I want to like set this down because it's too hot still, but it's not. So my first job, right, when I was in Minnesota, which like is when I started like vlogging and like talking and all of that stuff, that job was very flowy, but it was still corporate, but it was also what I'm gonna call transitional corporate. So they were working in your typical hours, right, range. So I went in at 7, usually worked till like 3 or 4, depending on how much work we had. Sometimes I'd stay late, sometimes I'd go in later, but you were getting your 8 hours of the day. And in general, like working times, like what most companies would do, what most corporate hours are, 9 to 5, 7 to 3, whatever it may be, things like that. And you had the option to be like, hey, I'm leaving for a few hours and I gotta go like take care of this and then come back, or hey, I've got like the fridge that someone's coming to like take care of my fridge, I need to go home and like stay home for the rest of the day, because you know, when you get like new fridge or AC, they're like, oh, your window is from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. and it's like, that's not fucking helpful. So like they gave you the option to work from home that day, and that's great. So that was like really comforting to me, and like super nice to know that I had such a flexible schedule and able to work around actual life things. And not only that, but it was also implemented by my boss, who had trust in me, even though I was just an intern and starting out, believed that I was able to still get work done, be productive, as well as balance my life, and work is not fucking everything. Because it's not fucking everything. Don't get me wrong, I love my job now and I'm so grateful for it, but work is not your fucking life. And everyone I work with now would say that same thing. Work is not your fucking life. Yes, you can love your job, and yes, it can be everything you've ever wanted, but that doesn't mean that it's your fucking life. It just doesn't. It doesn't have to be. It really doesn't too, because like when I first started my first job, I was literally nonstop working. Granted, I was trying to learn the company. I was trying to learn anything. Like, I was just out of college. I was just trying to fucking learn. And I was working crazy fucking hours. Like, crazy. Because I felt like I was so dependent on a fucking job. And like, yeah, we are, because like, how else are you gonna pay for fucking food, place to live, all of the things? It's a lot. It's a lot to think about. And like, the way things are now, yikes, especially after COVID, tough shit. But that's also what made my new company probably a big part of what it is, and that is working from home so much. So, but we'll get into that in a minute. My first job, which was the transitional one, and you were very flexible, could work from home, could be in the office, needed to be at meetings. Obviously, you can't leave during a meeting, like, I mean, unless certain scenarios that we don't want to happen. But general day-to-day stuff, like if you have a meeting, you gotta plan around it. Makes sense, right? I went from that to not working at all because of COVID, lost my job at that transitional company, and then went to this complete, why did I just forget the name? Transitional to traditional, and it was 9 to 5 or 8 to 4. I can't do that. I physically cannot do that. And it was in office every day. Didn't work from home. That I could have adjusted to if my schedule was flexible, but they weren't. And I tried to ask if I could come into work at 7 and then leave at 3 because that was my typical schedule. That's what I'm comfortable with. I go to the gym, go to work, blah, blah, blah. They said no. The job literally made me question if I wanted to be a designer anymore. It literally took everything out of my fucking soul and out of my fucking life. Like, I thought that it was exciting. I finally had gotten a job. It was still corporate, which I was like super comfortable in, what I thought. I didn't realize how fucking like progressive that company I worked for prior was compared to a fucking traditional 9 to 5, sit on your ass in your office all day fucking job. No. I struggled so hard, so fucking hard there. Every fucking day. Like I said last week, I would go to work, sit in my car and fucking cry for like 10 minutes before I even went inside. Because it was so anxiety-ridden, so fucking stressful. And I was making decent money, but that wasn't, I don't think any amount of money would have been good enough to stay there. Walked in, I would ask for stuff to do, they wouldn't give me anything to do. They said they had so much work, so much for me to do, nothing. There wasn't design work, there wasn't anything. So then, realizing I thought that I wouldn't be able to design anything, I said, okay, that's fine. Let me change my title, and I will be a BIM specialist instead of a designer. So please just let me take this route to change what I'm doing. If I'm gonna have to fucking be here and get paid, I want to at least be doing something. They said no. He said we really needed a designer. For what? They weren't fucking giving me work to do. They weren't giving me anything to do. It was exhausting sitting there basically with my fucking finger at my nose all day because I had jack shit to do. And then the best part is after a week when I didn't have anything to do, I would ask if I could leave early. And I'd be like, it doesn't matter to me. Can I please just leave early? I don't care. You don't have to pay me. Just let me fucking leave. I'm done. Like, I was so done. They said no. I said no. So every day I would go in, sit there, basically do nothing. I would literally sit on IM chat all day. And I am my IT guy. That's it. Nothing. And all we would do is literally talk about how shit that place is. In video games. Yeah. When I first got there, he literally asked what I was doing there. And how he ended up there only because COVID. He lost his job because of COVID. Oh. Awful. Awful. No one wanted to be there except for the like few people that were there for like 15 years who didn't know any different, who were stuck in that way. And that's fine if you're comfortable with it and that's like your life and you're fine. I wasn't fine. So I quit. I didn't even last a month. Now we're at my new job, which is great. I seriously got so fucking lucky. They she has built this amazing fucking company, and I am just in awe still when I talk about it, when I like think about it. And some days are hard, but it's not really like that I struggle so much with work. Like there are some tasks that I'm just like not great at, but we'll get through it. But it's just like mostly like mental days that I'm just like not okay, or like some things in my life that I'm just like not okay. But it's not like a work thing, which is like nice, because that previous position, very traditional, was the fucking half my fucking issue, which sucks. But now, and the biggest fucking shocks, even from my first company, which was very transitional, I get my paid holidays, I get days off, I get PTO, I get mental health breaks, like in addition to all of those things. And now that like I'm past 25, I pay for benefits, which is nice that the company offers fucking benefits. So that's huge. Like we work from home, we only go in the office once a week if we have to, like, and that's so comforting to me, especially with how hard it was going from working in an office every day to COVID working from home only, to them being stuck in the office for like that month that I was at the traditional job. It was so comforting to know that I can still be at home, like if I need to get up from my computer and like literally just walk around the house, walk outside, like is so fucking nice to me. Like clears my head, like knowing that I can be like this all day and not have to actually get ready to be into work. If I don't have meetings, I don't want to have to get ready. I feel like it is such a waste of time sometimes. Like yeah, I love getting ready because like it makes me feel good, and it's just like, you know, like you start your day because you get ready and you feel great. But like some days like this, like a Monday, is so nice to just wake up and like have some coffee, do your dishes, and then like sit down and work. Like open your laptop and just like go to town. It's so comforting to not have to worry or stress or fucking drive. Driving is such a waste of time, and I feel like I've expressed this in so many videos. Like when my previous job, like in Minnesota, when I used to walk to work, I still talk about it to this day, being the best fucking thing ever. The best fucking thing ever. Being able to walk to work was so fucking fantastic. It wasn't a 45-minute drive in the car waste of time. It wasn't a 45-minute back home drive, sitting in traffic for an hour, some dumb shit. When I started walking into work, one, I was walking, so it's fucking better for me in general. Like, even if it's just like a 15-minute walk, not even. Still so fucking nice. Like for you, like wakes you up, you feel good, you're getting your body moving, it's so nice. I talk about that all the time. I just love it. It's just so fucking nice. So the fact, and that what was good about the traditional company, even though it fucking sucked, was that I realized exactly what I needed. When I got to this new position and they were asking what my biggest need was, it wasn't fucking money. I mean, yeah, obviously we all need fucking money. Like that's stupid to say otherwise. Obviously I need money. That's also why I'm working. Otherwise I'd sit at home and fucking stream video games and do YouTube. But I'm not there yet. I can't do that. So obviously I need money. My biggest thing was work-life balance. And that I didn't realize how much I needed until I was at that fucking place sitting in a basement with one window. And I'm not exaggerating. They had one window and they said that they got it like recently. So they had literally been working in a fucking box with no windows for 10 plus years. What the fuck? How are you supposed to be creative in a space like that? Don't know. Not my problem. Not my problem. But I didn't know how badly I needed to say, hey, I'm gonna take a couple hours because I have a doctor's appointment today. Or the dermatologist can only get me in on Tuesday at fucking 10 a.m. Well, that's work hours, 9 to 5. But with this company, that I have that flexibility. As long as I'm getting my hours in, as long as I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, accomplishing the tasks that keep not only my projects moving forward, but my clients happy and my boss happy, done. And that's how it should be. I feel so strongly about this, and and like some jobs you can't do that, and I understand. Like if you're a server, you can't just be like, I'm gonna leave for 2 hours during my shift. Like it doesn't work like that. But that's a different service, that's a different industry. Corporate, service industry, I mean, yeah, service industry is still kind of corporate depending on blah, blah, blah. Fine lines, all the details, whatever. Not my point. But for jobs that you're like at your computer all day, doing your shit, blah, 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 like you should be able to have that flexibility. You should be able to leave for a couple hours. You should be able to get up for a 30-minute fucking walk and just fucking move. Get your eyes off of the screen. Do all of those things. Like, and I don't like post about it a lot or say it a lot because I feel like to an extent, it's not that I'm not happy. It's not that I'm not excited. I just feel slightly uncomfortable in a braggy way. And maybe that's like my overthinking me like being like, I don't know. But I like sometimes just get uncomfortable to like want to post about it and talk about it all the time because like I don't want to be like, oh, my job's so great, like fuck you guys, because that's like not what it is. I just like when I do post about it, it's more so that I want to express that other companies should be like this. Other companies should be doing this, especially with people our age and everyone younger, anyone like millennial and younger. They don't want to fucking sit in an office all day. They don't want to do it. Some might. I retract. Some might. But majority of people that I know and people that I've talked to younger in my age don't want to fucking do it. Hate it. Are doing everything that they possibly can to not fucking work 9 to 5 every fucking day. And I get it. It's tough. And I tried. And I still want to be a content creator. I still want to do all of these things. But I also need money to fund the things that I want to do, which is also a big thing that I tell people. And this is kind of going off track of this, like, talking about the different types of jobs. But if you do want to be like content creator, if you do want to like do all these other little things, do it. Do it. Even if you have money saved though, I'm going to tell you, because I made this mistake heavy. And anyone in like my gaming chat, my gaming community will tell you this. I tried so hard, and it's not that I wasn't doing well. I was. But I didn't have any side job, any side hustle to continue doing what I was doing. And then not only did I burn out and got depressed and then didn't want to do anything anymore, I didn't have money. And getting jobs during that like awkward like end of COVID peak was so fucking hard. It took me from losing that traditional job to getting this new progressive job over 6 months. Over 6 months where I had no income, no fucking nothing. Awful. Worst choice I have ever fucking made. Hands down. Spent all my fucking money, had literally fucking nothing to my name, was trying to support myself and everyone that I lived with, like, before I moved in with Justin. It was so not great. So I am just letting you know that if you want to do these things, just a little nugget, do it. Fucking do it. Because if you want to do it and you feel like you can, fucking do it. Do it. But make sure you have something, even small, even fucking part-time, to fund what you want to be doing until you get there. That is the best advice I could probably give. 100%. And maybe it's different in other countries, I don't know, but this is how the US is. Don't completely stop working. Unless you've got like a fucking sugar daddy and like fucking people are gonna pay for your shit. Do it. Then fuck it. At that point. But best advice, have a side job, have something small, doesn't matter, to just pay like the stupid bills and to like get you some food while you're doing what the fuck you want to be doing. Yeah. But that's it. It's been so nice to be back and like in a comfortable fucking area and like chat, have some coffee, chill with you guys. That's my differences on jobs. Let me know if you guys have had any like similar experiences with jobs, or if you are stuck in a complete traditional company and you want like help on ways to get out of it, but like you don't want to just like up and leave because again, you need the fucking money. So if you want like tips or anything like that, please comment below. Oh my gosh, that'd be so great. Like we can have a whole nother discussion on it and like tips and tricks to get the fuck out of a position that you hate, because nothing's worse than being stuck all fucking day, every day at a job that you just want to claw your eyes out. Yeah, it's not great. But let me know I hope that's not the case, but you never know. And on that note, I will see you guys next week.